Yo, what's good? This is your boy, your man, Randall Barnes, and you're watching the Randall Barnes Experience video podcast. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope at Author Randall B. Also, go to Amazon and check out my novels, The Diary of Leah Anderson, Volume 1 and Volume 2, along with Riverview High Circumstances. Now, this Black History Month has been interesting. Never in recent memory has mainstream media been so unapologetically black. We started on Super Bowl weekend with the release of Beyonce's song Formation, and then her controversial performance at the Super Bowl halftime show. Then Kendrick Lamar put the world on notice with his performance at the Grammys. On Wednesday night, ABC's Blackish gave their creative take on police brutality and racial injustice in America. The sheer announcement of the Blackish episode on police brutality called Hope sparked an outrage across the internet by white supremacists. Fans of the show who have gotten used to the controversy surrounding the comedy hoped that the episode would be impactful, and they got exactly what they wished. The episode is essentially the family's reaction to a case of police brutality. There were several instances in the episode that shows why Blackish is so needed at this point in time in the media landscape. Junior, who's normally written as the socially outcasted nerd, was actually well informed about the recent systematic injustices. Throughout the episode, he referenced what he learned from the book Between You and Me by author and scholar Tennille C. Coates. He also gave a memorable rebuttal to his mom.
Look, 25% of these suspects are unarmed, which is horrible. But that means that 75% of them were armed. The police have to deal with that every day.
Oh, Lord.
I guess what you're saying makes sense, but isn't that their job, Mom?
Yeah?
I mean, if you killed 1 out of every 4 of your patients, wouldn't that make you a pretty bad doctor?
In the episode, every possible, intelligent, mature side of the discussion on police brutality against African Americans was addressed. From the slightly misinformed anger and venom of Pops,
Because the police are damn thugs.
to the motherly concern of Rainbow, who just wanted to keep her children innocent for as long as she could.
I'm not asking you to lie to them. I just want to give them a little faith in the world. You know, help them hold on to their innocence and be kids for a little while longer.
However, the most memorable part of the episode was Anthony Anderson's character Dre's monologue about hope and the fear that he had during the inauguration when Barack Obama was walking the street in a supposed post-racial America.
Remember that amazing feeling we had during the inauguration? I was sitting right next to you. And we were so proud. And we saw him get out of that limo and walk alongside of it and wave to that crowd. Tell me you weren't terrified when you saw that. Tell me you weren't worried that someone was going to snatch that hope away from us like they always do. That is the real world, Bo. And our children need to know that that's the world that they live in.
With all that was going on in the episode, many viewers looked past Zoe. Zoe was surprisingly acting nonchalant to what was going on. Even Andre Jr. was conscious to the situation that was at hand. If not for the last scene in the episode, Zoe would have gone virtually invisible. But Zoe's behavior and attitude during the episode epitomizes what many millennials feel every day. We often choose to look past issues of systematic oppression. We even try to assimilate into the dominant culture to be accepted. At the core of it, we're lost. And oftentimes we do think about what we can do to change the status quo, but we can't figure out what. However, we find comfort in communicating our feelings to our followers on social media, and it makes us feel as if we have a voice. The millennial generation, truth be told, is very solution oriented. So talking about problems without a clear way to fix them is unappealing. That's why Zoe was so quiet. She tried to run from the problem in front of her because she didn't know how to deal with it. And the fact that the adults were so divided gave her mental anguish. I'm proud to say, as an HBCU student, Blackish is to my generation what The Different World and The Cosby Show was to my parents' generation. Finally, we have a show that's funny and intriguing that's not afraid to take on serious issues. That's the beauty of creative writing at its best. Thank you for watching the Randall Barnes Experience video podcast. I'll talk to you later.